Welcome. I'm so glad you're here today. This isn't just another workshop about money, it's a conversation about your power, your choices, and your future. Today, we're diving into budgeting for stability and empowerment. This space is judgment-free. Think of it like a cozy coffee shop where we're just two friends talking about making life a little easier, one small step at a time. Before we begin, take a moment. Deep breath in and out. Give yourself credit for showing up. You're already doing something powerful. First, let's talk about why budgeting matters even when money feels tight. Picture a boat on a lake. If you don't know where you're rowing, the current pushes you wherever it wants. But if you have a paddle and a map, even a small one, you can steer yourself toward the shore you choose. Budgeting is your paddle and your map. It's not about restriction. It's about making informed choices. It's about giving yourself a voice in how your money flows instead of feeling stuck in the current. Now imagine budgeting like planning a road trip. Would you hop in your car without a map, gas, or snacks? No way. You'd check your route, fill your tank, and maybe pack a sandwich. That's exactly what budgeting does for your financial journey. When you track your money, you gain a sense of control. Anxiety goes down, confidence goes up. You start telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Take a moment to picture yourself holding that map. Where do you want to steer your life? Let's go over some key financial words. Think of them like basic ingredients, like flour and sugar in baking. Income means money coming in, like rain filling a bucket. Expenses are money going out, like holes in the bucket. Debt is money you owe, like borrowing water from a neighbor and promising to return it. Savings are money you set aside, like a secret cookie stash for later. Imagine a bucket. Label it rain, holes, water borrowed, hidden cookies. Pause and picture that in your mind. This simple picture can change the way you see your money. Now, let's map out your money flow. Think of yourself as a detective. The first question we need to answer is, how much money do I bring in? Then we need to identify where does it go. Draw 2 columns on a page. On one side, label it money in. On the other, money out. Start jotting down ideas. Under money in, you might list your paycheck or child benefits. Under money out, you could add groceries, rent, or your phone bill. Every dollar has a story. Let's start listening to them. If you've never done this before, it might feel overwhelming. That's okay. Every great detective starts with a messy desk. Now, what happens when the numbers just don't seem to add up? What do we do when our expenses are bigger than our income? First, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to hear me when I say this. It's not your fault. There are so many things outside of our control, and sometimes, no matter how hard we try, things just don't balance. I want you to release any feelings of guilt or shame around that, okay? Think about it like trying to fill a swimming pool with a leaky hose. You're working so hard, you're putting in the effort, but it feels like you're getting nowhere. It can be frustrating, right? When this happens, our first focus needs to be on essentials: housing, food, and health. These are the non-negotiables, the things that keep us safe and well. Take a moment to think about that. Pause and picture that in your mind. Next, if it's possible, can you negotiate or postpone less urgent bills? Are there payment plans available? Can you explain your situation and work something out? And finally, and this is so important, reach out for community supports if needed. You don't have to do this alone. Let's take a moment, think about your essentials. What absolutely needs to be covered each month? Okay, so we've talked about the challenges, but how do we actually start making a plan? I want to emphasize that budgeting is about respecting where you're at right now, not about punishing yourself. It's not about deprivation, it's about awareness and choice. So Let's start small. Really small. Maybe this week you just track your coffee shop spending or your transit fare. Just one tiny little thing. That's it. No judgment, just observation. Or try the cash envelope method. Decide on, say, $50 for groceries for the week. Put that cash in an envelope, and when it's gone, it's gone. It's a really visual way to limit your spending. There are lots of ways to do this, and you can pick whatever feels best for you. Or use a simple app like Good Budget to track one single expense. It's really about starting somewhere, anywhere. Another thing I want to really encourage you to do is to always create an emergency line in your budget. It doesn't have to be much. Even saving just $2 a week matters. It's like planting a tiny tree that will one day offer you shade. And here's a tip. Tie your savings goal to an emotion. Not just save money, but maybe build a cushion so I can sleep easier at night. Take a moment. What small step feels right for you? Now, let's talk about your budgeting sidekicks. You don't have to do this alone. There are so many tools out there to help. First, there are budgeting apps. Mint is a great place to start. It's easy to use and connects directly to your bank accounts, so you can see where your money is going in real time. There's also YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. It gets a little more detailed and gives you more control over every dollar. Then there are spreadsheets. Google Sheets has free templates that can help you track your income and expenses. You can customize them to fit your needs. And finally, there's the old school method, a paper journal. It might seem simple, but it's powerful. Writing things down can help you become more aware of your spending habits. The important thing is to pick the tool that feels most natural to you. The best tool isn't the fanciest, it's the one you will actually use. Take a moment. Which tool sounds right for you? Pause and picture that in your mind. Let's hear a real story to bring this all to life. Meet Maya. Maya is a single mom. Each month she brings in $2,100, $1,300 from ODSP and $800 from child benefits. Her main expenses: $1,200 for rent, $400 for food, and $200 for phone and transit. After paying her essentials, Maya has about $300 left. Her goals are simple. Save $10 a month for emergencies. Track her grocery spending carefully. Switch to a no-fee bank account. Notice how Maya's goals are small and specific. This is how real momentum builds. Now, let's talk about just-in-case planning. It's all about being prepared, not scared. Think of emergency planning like having a first aid kit. You hope you never need it, but it's there for peace of mind if you do. Small steps can make a big difference. Save $5 a week if you can. Keep a TTC token tucked in your wallet. Store an extra grocery card at home. Small steps are smart steps, remember that. Now, let's tackle a topic many of us face: owing money. And remember, you're definitely not alone if this resonates with you. In fact, 73% of Canadians carry some form of debt. So let's reframe it. Think of debt like a backpack. Some weight you can handle. It might even help you stand up straighter, but too much becomes a burden. There are ways to lighten the load. You could get a free credit report from Equifax or TransUnion. Knowledge is power. You could also talk to Credit Canada or another nonprofit debt counselor. They're there to help you navigate your options. Take a moment. Let's be clear. Debt does not define you. Pause for a moment and picture that backpack. How heavy does it feel today? What's one small thing you could do to lighten it? Now, let's brainstorm one small change you could try this month. One tiny action to move you forward. How about tracking your grocery spending for 1 week? No judgment, just observation. Awareness, or ask your bank about switching to a no-fee bank account. Those little fees can really add up. Maybe cancel a subscription you're not really using. Free up some space in your budget and in your life. Or Start a budget journal. Even a few lines a week can make a difference. Small changes add up. Every step, even the tiniest one, moves you forward. Pause and picture yourself taking that step. You are not alone on this journey. There are community resources ready and waiting to support you. Think of them like umbrellas, ready when you need them. I want to share a few local supports in the Toronto area, and wherever you are, I encourage you to look for similar services in your community. First, 211 Ontario connects you to a wide range of social services. They're a great first stop to find out what's available. The Daily Bread Food Bank offers food programs to help make sure everyone has access to nutritious meals. The Toronto Rent Bank provides emergency loans for housing costs, helping people stay in their homes. And community groups like Fred Victor and Wood Green offer full support services, from counselling to employment assistance. Make a list of resources and stick it on your fridge as a reminder that help is always available. Take a moment to jot down one or two that stand out to you. Today, you took a step. You showed up for yourself, and that's huge. You started building a future, a more stable and empowered one. Reflect for a moment what stood out to you today. Was there an idea that particularly resonated? Pause for a moment to consider what you've learned. What small action could you take this week to keep the momentum going? Think about what feels most manageable and meaningful to you. Set a small goal for yourself. Remember, you are stronger than you think. You've already taken the first and often hardest step. And this is just the beginning. Every journey starts somewhere, and you've already made significant progress. Thank you for being here, for sharing your time and energy. I wish you all the best on your journey towards financial stability and empowerment.